everyone, welcome back, and this is Naveen from UI Brains. And if you are new to this channel, and please do subscribe to my channel and show your support. And last class, sorry, last class we have discussed Express.js with routing, and every routing which we discuss is just GET requests. Okay, so we are expecting some response from server, and now let's do something called how to accept a form data in Express.js. Okay, so how server will receive my form data. For example, in the client side you have a form, and when you submit the form data, and how server will receive your form data and how it act upon. So first let's see how to receive form data, and going forward we'll see how to validate the form, and how to write a login functionality and all. Okay, so let's start how to create a form. I mean, how to receive a form data using Express.js. So let me stop the previous server. Okay, exit. I'll do one thing. So let me just get the same folder for creating server creation logic. Let me copy. I will paste it because I wanna same Express.js server setup. So let's change this to what's the number 11 Express.js server for handling form data. Okay, handling form data. Okay, let's refactor. It will create it now. I think it will take just few minutes. Mm, okay, it's creating. Yeah, I'm done. So let me start the server. Meanwhile, let me right click, open in terminal. Let's say npm start, because same setup. Let's do npm start. It will create the default Express.js server, and yeah, started. Let me run the program. I mean, let me test this out. I got the response. That's fine. Now the next story is let's create a router, and then we'll make a form handling. So router, how you do is you create a fresh, because we have seen routing in the previous video, right? So router. So I create a basic user router. So TypeScript user router. So how we create import express from express, and then constant user router of type express dot router is equal to express dot router. It's a capital. You have to initialize like this, and then you have to write a logic. I'll write in a minute, and let me export. So export default user router. Okay, and how you configure the user router is somewhere here. Let's say router configuration. Let's say app.use for the path called /users. So I forgot to make slash users. So here I have to import my user router from my this location, my local folder location, and let's configure that here. So what happened now? Whenever you make slash users request, it will send to all the requests to the user router file. So here, let's make the logic. So for example, this empty request I'll make, this normal get request I'll make. How we make? User router dot get request for empty slash comma a function. So this will take request and response. Okay, so request of type express dot request, and response will be of type express dot response. Okay, and here you have to write a logic. So what logic I'll make? Just a regular HTML response I'll make. Copy. I'll paste it. So here I make welcome this one. Oh, let's make it somewhere here. Okay. So welcome to what? This is user router. Let's make just user. It is just a test path. to verify user router is working or not. So let me test this out, and meanwhile let me check the server started. Yeah, started. You can check slash users send it. You got user router. That's fine. So now it's time to make a form handling. So let's say um, form data. So just say same setup user router dot post request. Okay, because you're sending form data to the server is like post data. So slash I just take something called login comma a function here. So this function regular, it will take the same request and response. Okay, so here to receive form data, what you do? Actually, in Express.js, whenever you are trying to receive a form data, you have to write a some small, a small kind of a configuration you have to make with Express.js. So what is the configuration uh, of Express.js to receive form data is go to server.ts, and here somewhere in starting you can configure. I show you how you configure. So configure Express to receive form data. So how you configure Express.js to receive form data is it's quite simple. App.use, and there you specify express.json. Okay, like this. So if you write this line, they start recognizing, they start expecting your form data. Okay, start receiving your form data. So express.json means the form data can be received to the server in a JSON format. And some people will also send something called URL encoded data. To receive data through a URL encoding, you write app.use express dot URL encoded with some option called extended with the value false. Okay, so if you encode the URL with some form data, you can go with this line. But if you are only providing a form data, just JSON format, normally we'll send data from client to server as in a JSON format. So obviously this line is enough. This one line is enough. Okay, so once you have configured this, so your Express.js start receiving your form data. And how can you catch the form data is very simple, request.body. That's all. I show you. So we have configure. Now to receive form data for this path, how we receive form data is very simple. Let's form data is equal to request.body. That's all. So this is to receive the form data from client. Okay, and I don't do much. Let me send data back which I have received. Okay, just for confirmation. So what I do, response dot status of 200 dot I'm not writing HTML response, I'm using JSON response. Let's say dot JSON is a function of Express.js. So here you can send a JSON response. So let's say MSG. So let's say is received, form data received, and what is the form data is the form data. You can take any variable name, but I just given form data. That's fine. Now let's check. Okay, that's all. Nothing to write request.on load, nothing required. Request.body, and make sure you configure it. Without this, you can't receive. Okay, so form data has been received, and let me verify what data received at server. And how we test this out? Make sure it's a post request login and not just login, which is configured as a users. So users slash login and post request. So let's make it now. I'll make a fresh request. Let's say check um, user login. What type of request it is? Post request and create. So what's the path? HTTP colon slash slash 127.0.0.1 colon 5000 slash users slash login. Okay, and if you just send it, what happen? Empty form data because you are not providing any form data. right? If how you provide form data, go to body, JSON. You can make a JSON data. Let's say name is Naveen, okay, and password will be something Naveen 8123. Okay, click on send. See, form data has been received, name is received, password is received. So whatever the form, I feel like this is your form, the client side, you filled and you sent to the server with this URL, and that form data has been received here. And you never see the form data in the URL because it's something called it's a sensitive data. You never send through URL. You have to send through internal request body that will receive at server side like this. Okay, fine. And one more optimization I tell you here, because we can't remember, right? For example, if I just say login and if I just say slash, you can't really understand. You need to just verify again how user is configured, okay, and then you have to make the path. You have to remember the URL also by seeing this, right? So instead, we usually write some kind of comment for every routing. That will be like this. So at usage. So what is the use of this URL for? Okay, to check the form data received or not. Okay, and at URL. So what is the URL to test? HTTP colon slash slash 127.0.0.1 colon 5000 slash users slash login. So if you make like this, so what you do? Directly you copy this URL and you test in the backend. Got it? You can say one more at method. What type of method it is? Is a post method. And moreover, you can even take the fields also. What fields? What type of fields you send to server? For example, here I am providing name and password. So you specify the name and password. And one more is there, it access, that is public access. I tell you for private access also in the coming examples. So access, okay, anybody can log in, so that's a public access. So if you take this type of information for every router, so it will be very helpful for you to test and even understand the flow. Okay, fine, and let's copy this. And what about for this guy? It is just so it's just a test URL, and let's say slash, it will be get request, and here no fields, there is not no fields will be sent to server, right? So fine, happy. So by seeing this, you can copy it and you paste it, and here you test it, you got the form data. Fine. The very important part is, don't forget to write this line. Without this, you can't receive form data in Express.js. Okay, so that's all enough for this video for receiving a form data. And the next video, let's see uh, how to verify the form data and how to write a middlewares for Express.js. Okay, so that's it. Thank you so much, and please do subscribe to my channel and show your support. Thank you.